Back in 2008, a friend of mine had been to Zambia, had done another work project over there, but had met a couple of pastors that were really doing all that they could to plant churches all over the regions that they were living in. And so went over with him and met these men and ended up really discovering that one of those three, Navis Kalunga, was doing an unbelievable job of training pastors, planting churches. But then he said, man, every church that we plant, immediately we look around and we see the number of orphans that are all over. That's just life in Zambia because of HIV and poverty and malaria. And he realized that the church was the hope also for these orphans. And so he was at this difficult place of how do I continue to train all these future church planters to go out and plant more churches and simultaneously help them to feed the orphans that they're going to find. And so we started thinking, well, what could we do not just to start something or create something, but how can we just strengthen the feeble hands of this man of God? So one of the tools that we thought would really be helpful was to build a place. We call it the Hope Center. And at the Hope Center, what we do is we're able to feed all the orphans that are part of kind of a foster care system through the local churches there in Serenge. So the Hope Center actually has an agriculture project where they're taught how to grow the food that will eventually make its way onto the plates of the orphans. But even more than that, it's almost like a research farm in that other area farmers and other pastors can come and just see, using better Zambian methods, how they can increase the yields and thus feed more people. And so it really facilitates an ag project, an actual feeding station for local orphans, as well as a training center for church planters.
It was such a great joy to just see the enthusiasm of the Zambian pastors, and their hunger for growing in the Lord and learning the Word.
For me, it was just a good reminder of the things that actually matter and the things that are actually important. I think it's easy for me to get caught up in the day-to-day of my job or what I'm studying or just kind of things that Zambians don't necessarily care about. It's just really refreshing to see the way that they live.
Even if an individual never does step foot in Zambia, just knowing that we're part of a church family that's helping to strengthen part of the global church. Man, that's a beautiful picture of heaven. Like one day we're gonna get to heaven, we're gonna look around and see, oh, there's the Zambian church, oh, there's the Vietnamese church, oh, there's the Nicaraguan church, and we're gonna figure out, oh, God's been doing incredible things in all these places. Well, this just gives us a glimpse, right? There's one spot that we all already knew about and even helped them along. So what deep satisfaction should be ours of having the privilege of taking part in something like that.